It is a great privilege and pleasure to join in celebrating, honoring, and congratulating Colonel Gail Halverson on his 100th birthday. Hal is a dear friend, fellow aviator, and a true disciple of Christ. I have seen him interact with heads of state, celebrities from all fields of life, and with children of any age. He is the same gentleman, the same kind of person, and the same man standing tall for his values and principles, regardless of situation or circumstances. In all these occasions, I have seen Hal as a man not ashamed or afraid to share his beliefs and then practice perfectly what he declares. Our birthdays are 20 years apart. Our birthplaces about 5,300 miles or 8,600 kilometers. Nevertheless, I was impacted by his good works and impressed by his stature since I was 8 years old. When he flew the air bridge between West Germany and Berlin, he and his fellow soldiers gave the German people in East and West not only hope and confidence that freedom was not a lost cause, that the good and kind in humanity would prevail, but also that each life was important and was worth to be rescued. In 1949, the church had organized a youth camp at the Grunewald forest in West Berlin. With help of the US Army, our mission president, Walter Stover, had arranged for tents and all other supplies. I was too young to officially participate, but somehow my branch president had worked a miracle. It was an impressive experience. Most of the time I was pretty scared because of the constant engine noise of large aircraft overflying our camp, day and night, all the time. It reminded me of the terrifying noise during bombardments only 4 years prior. But this time, these were friendly candy bombers. Many called this noise at that time the sound of freedom. These planes brought everything the blockaded city needed. Really, everything. When I look at our group photo from back then, if we had only known, we boys would have stood at the airport fence and waved at these friendly aircraft. It was during this camp in Berlin when I tried a banana for the first time in my life. Perhaps it was brought in on one of Hal's flights. One never knows. Actually, I didn't like the banana. Looking back, I also realized that Hal and I both served at the same time as Air Force pilots in Germany during the Cold War. This was a difficult time. Fortunately, it is long behind us. By the time Hal went back to Berlin-Tempelhof as the commander of the airport, he landed as Uncle Wiggly Wings. I had become a captain for Lufthansa German Airlines, being able to fly to all airports around the globe except Berlin, because Germany was still divided. The wall was still up then. In all these years, I had never met Hal in person until we moved to Salt Lake City. But I had known of his good deeds and I admired him throughout my life. Whenever I wanted to impress someone who was skeptical about my faith, I mentioned Hal as one of my fellow church members. It always worked. Years ago, we both were inducted into the Society of the Living Legends of Aviation. There, when we meet with Buzz Aldrin, Sully Sullenberger, Harrison Ford, or John Travolta, Brother Gail Halverson is the celebrity. In all these years, Colonel Gail Hal Halverson was an ambassador for unity, peace, friendship, kindness, and goodness all around the world. He is known, respected, and honored by people irrespective of their political, social, cultural, or religious background. Hal is a good man, and I'm deeply grateful and honored that I may call him my friend.